Hank Gathers grew up in the Raymond Rosen Projects in North Philadelphia. Gathers played ball at Dobbins Technical High School, located among the housing projects in North Philly. He was joined on the team by his younger brother, Derek Gathers, Bo Kimble, and future 76ers point guard Doug Overton. The Dobbins Mustangs reached the Philadelphia Public League championship game in consecutive years, losing to a Pooh Richardson-led Benjamin Franklin High in 1984, but then winning the title over Lionel Simmons South Philly High in 1985. After a successful high school run, both Hank Gathers and Bo Kimble was recruited to the University of Southern California by then head coach Stan Morrison. But unfortunately, after an 11-17 season in 1986, Stan Morrison was fired despite having won the Pac-10 conference the previous year, leaving the two childhood friends from Philadelphia no choice but to look elsewhere to play college basketball. Nevertheless, both Hank Gathers and Bo Kimble decided to transfer to Loyola Marymount University. And despite both players not being able to play in the season following their transfer due to NCAA regulations, Hank and Bo would lead the Lions to a 28-4 record the following season, with Gathers leading the team that year in both scoring and rebounding, averaging 22 points and 8 rebounds per game. He was named first team All-Conference and was awarded the conference tournament MVP. The following season in '89, Gathers became the second player in NCAA Division I history to lead the nation in scoring and rebounding in the same season, averaging 32 points and 13 rebounds per game. He was named Conference Player of the Year and again won the conference tournament MVP. Entering his senior year in 1990, Gathers was a candidate for National Player of the Year and projected as an NBA lottery pick. His head coach Paul Westhead instituted an extraordinarily fast-paced game plan designed to force their opponents into a frenzied up-down game. That season, the Loyola Marymount Lions averaged a whopping and record-breaking 122 points per game, with Hank Gathers once again leading the team in scoring at 29 points per game. But midway through his senior season, Hank Gathers collapsed at a home game against UC Santa Barbara, and according to reports, he was diagnosed with abnormal heartbeat and prescribed a beta blocker. However, Gathers felt that the medication adversely affected his play, and his dosage was gradually cut back. According to medical records, Hank Gathers was originally prescribed at 240 milligrams per day. His Inderal dosage was cut to 40 milligrams per day over the next 3 months. When Gathers returned after sitting out for 3 weeks and missing 2 games, he averaged 29.3 minutes and 29 points in his 20 games through the remainder of the season. However, he struggled with his play for weeks after returning. His play recovered in a nationally televised game against LSU when he scored 48 points along with 13 rebounds while being guarded by future NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal. But as the conference tournament neared, Gathers' medication was reduced one last time from 80 to 40 milligrams, on the condition that he undergo testing in a couple of days to determine if it was safe and effective at suppressing the arrhythmias. And according to reports, he did not show up for his test that week and avoided calls from his cardiologist's office. It was later suspected that Gathers was not taking any of his medication on game days. Nevertheless, on Sunday, March 4th of 1990, Gathers collapsed again in the first half of the semifinal game against the Portland Pilots. He had just scored a basket, but 13 seconds later, while positioned around midcourt in the Lions' full-court press, he collapsed a yard or two away from Pilots point guard and current Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. He attempted to get up, telling the athletic trainers, "I don't want to lay down." But shortly after, he stopped breathing. Gathers was pronounced dead at nearby Marina del Rey Hospital. An autopsy later revealed that Hank suffered from a heart muscle disorder, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. His family later filed a $32.5 million lawsuit charging negligence. But according to reports, Loyola Marymount settled out of court for $1.4 million, while the cardiologist who treated Gathers settled for $1 million. Hank Gathers was 23 years old at the time of his death. During the tournament, his teammates wore a number 44 patch in honor of Hank Gathers. The team led by Hank's childhood friend Bo Kimball would advance to the Elite Eight before subsequently falling to the eventual champions, UNLV Running Rebels. Now, as always, we would like to know what you think about this video down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.